Okay, joined by Joe Fortune, the Ballyboden St Endas manager. Joe, you're back in the county final. Congratulations. What did you make of today's game?
Yeah, it's exactly what I expected. A lot of time for a lot of those Na Fianna lads. They're a great club, great young fellas. They would have been part of my Dublin teams for the last couple of years, and when we had them, and Shane Barrett was my captain, and AJ and Paul O'Dean, those guys were. I didn't expect anything else. Na Fianna are a great team. Didn't expect anything else from the battle. That we got. I thought they had us. There was about 5 or 6 minutes there where we were really under pressure, but again, some of our leaders stood up very well. I thought our backs were brilliant on the day. But it's a game. There's semi-finals are to be won, and I've nothing but respect for that team as well. For respect for Na Fianna, just respect for what they do and what they will do in the future. But I have to commend my own lads. I just when you see what they go through, and you see, I suppose, the fact that they were there 6 or 8 weeks ago, and we just didn't perform, as we said before, Derek, and now we're back in the county final. It doesn't get any easier. I didn't know the result of the other game till the very end of our own game. I didn't want to know because we had a match to win today. But again, I can't commend the spirit that's in that club. It's just, they never say die, but now they have a final to look forward to, like you said, in 2 weeks' time.
You were 2 points down at half time, and maybe people might say you were lucky enough not to be further behind at half time, but that second half you really pulled clear. The last 20 minutes in particular you pulled clear, and again, in the end, it was, I won't say it was comfortable, but it was a decent victory in the end.
There was nothing. There was any comfort. I think even when the penalty went in, that forward line that Na Fianna have is so potent. At any stage in any game, they've done it at inter-county level. They've done it at college level. It's something that we had to respect during the week when we spoke about it. 2 points down at half time. I suppose we regrouped. Those water breaks at times as well can help that regrouping. And I suppose the conversation that we had were, did they really want to go back there again? And at a time like in time to come, like the likes of Na Fianna and Bridget's and those teams will, they will get there. But I suppose for now we're lucky enough to be back in the county final after a performance where we were really put to the pin of our collar as well. And I didn't expect anything else, to be honest.
You mentioned the experience. A lot of people during the week were wondering if the experience would count against you, maybe against a fresh team like Na Fianna. Obviously it didn't today.
Look, they thought that 3 years ago as well. Like when I went out there, people said I was mad for going, if Boden were finished. And we won a county final, whatever, in 18, and then we were beaten by Ballyhale, and just last year just didn't happen for us. But it'll be a while yet, I'd say, before that group go away. Whether I'm there or not, but they're just huge spirit, huge club, massive tradition. But look, they're into a football semi-final next weekend too, so we have to iron out those kind of things over the next couple of days. But look, Derek, I'm just happy. I suppose you question yourself at times whether you really want to go at this again. And even during the pandemic, when people were struggling and families were under pressure and stuff, our lads really stood up, I thought, really backed each other, and now we're back to the big day again, and looking forward to a county final, please God, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you mentioned there you only found out it was cool at the very end of your game, but it is cool. A team and they know you very, very well.
Yeah, and look, I believe Lucan had a very good first half. I haven't watched any of it yet. Again, I wouldn't expect any different from Lucan. I would have two great teams going at each other today. Lucan had a great result the last day, but yeah, look, I know the Coola lads very, very well. Over the course of the years, I've probably had maybe 10 or 11 of that starting team at some stage, but it means nothing. 2 weeks' time, Willie Maher has them flying at the minute. They'll be chomping at the bit. They're the team to get to. They're the county champions. Now it's between us and them to see who will be county champions for 2020.
And two clubs as well. Coola maybe stuttered at the start of the campaign this season, post-pandemic, and yourselves obviously did as well. So two clubs who are maybe coming into form at the right stage of the season. Possibly,
yeah, but I suppose we both spoke about the significance of the pandemic that was there too, and I suppose no collective training, no league matches, and you have to commend the county board and for how they've dealt with this. And we don't know what's ahead in 2 weeks' time either, Derek. So that would be our message all along, that we didn't know where we were. We've worked very hard. I have to commend the backroom team that's there with Mal and Mickey and Andy and stuff. They've put the lads through their paces massively over the last 6 or 7 weeks since we were here, but we've nothing won, and the lads are very conscious of that. And the message that came from the players there were there'll be no celebrations here. You celebrate here when you win something, and no more.